So, here we find ourselves on the great stage of life, and you will be in many shows, whether you know it or not. Now, we, the people of the planet Earth, have been putting on many common shows. We've been putting on this show called Childhood, and it's a beautiful show. And we've had this show called Riding Bikes, this show called School, High School, College, Just Married, Teamwork Always, Retirement, and Ending. Yep, we've had all kinds of shows. We used to have shows called Summer Harvest, and we'd have this show called Christmas. And Christmas is a great show, and school's a good show. Going to church is a good show. You know, life is not one thing. Life isn't just mathematicians coming up with theorems. Life isn't just engineers coming up with designs, building bridges, that kind of shit. Life is, thank God, not politics. Life is, thank God, not just religion. Life is about celebration. Life is about struggle and travail. Life has many seasons, many episodes. Life will be over before you know it. And then you'll be living again because you don't only live once. You will have many trips around the sun. And it is good and proper and just. It turns out the Hindus are mostly right. Universe very old. People very reincarnated. Divinities and future humans very much at play. All right? And what we're doing here is we're making a mess of things. We are fighting wars with each other. We are figuring out mathematical theorems. We're building bridges. We're making cities. We're creating homes and spaces for living. We are basically managing the planet and managing our own lives on the planet. And this is a great show. It was a great show when we all left Eden and spread out over all the land. It was a good show when we fought and when we reconciled, when we committed crimes and when we administered justice. That was a good show. Love the police procedural. I love all kinds of genres of show. I'm not a fan of horror, but I am a fan of suspense. I am a fan of intrigue. I do like it when things matter. I do like it when the plot moves forward. I don't like sitcom where everything just happens the same way all the time. I don't like anything too repetitive. I do like when the good people win. I do find nihilism to be a little off-putting, and yet I give it space. I say, look at nihilism. Here it is. You can watch the nihilistic films, but I don't want you to live like them. Find entertainment in them. There have been many nihilistic films that I've been entertained by. I don't like horror and monster films because the bad guy tends to win. And I know in my heart, Cloverfield Monster shows up, I go out there toe-to-toe with it. My brother in arms, he's there. My cousin in arms, he's there. We just hit it. We keep hitting it. We don't stop hitting it. I go back to the pawn store. I get more fucking guns. I continue to kill the Cloverfield Monster. If the Cloverfield Monster wants to fuck, we'll fuck. I'll get you, Cloverfield Monster, you son of a bitch, and I won't even use thermobaric weapons. I will do it the old-fashioned way with guns. And I say that to every Tyrannosaurus Rex, whether it's in a spaceship or back in the day. I say that to everything that wants to eat me or my children. I have no space for it. I will not let it stand. So whenever I watch these horror movies, whenever I see the Jeeper Creeper and the Jeeper Creeper's winning, I think, no, Jack would send me. He'd send a few New York City boys. We'd show up. Jeeper Creeper, you're not going to drive around scaring the residents of the Marion County. Not when Jack and Kevin are in the fucking mix. We will hunt you down. We will kill you. And I say that to everything. Mostly not vampires. Mostly not werewolves. Turns out lawyers, hairy guys. They tend to be on the good. But there are some monsters out there, even worse than Jeeper Creeper. And while I've been cautioned, don't say anything fucking more about it. Yes, absolutely. I don't do horror films. I put them down. I say Jeeper Creeper, Godzilla, Cloverfield Monster, any nihilistic force. I say, look, I'm going to come at you. It ain't going to be pretty, and you will die. I'm not going to let you fucking win. In real life, you hit things with artillery, you hit things with high caliber weapons, they die. And thank God for it. We should thank God that we live in a world where simple kinetic weapons, explosive rounds, can end things, and you don't need to use magic. Now, if magic is necessary, I go out there, balefire the son of a bitch. But I don't want to scare you guys. I don't want to use balefire before the scene calls for it. First, guns, then artillery, finally thermobaric weapons to destroy the Cloverfield monster. I don't go to nukes. I don't attack vital economic infrastructure. I protect it. So, can't really act in a horror film. I ruin it. I make it so it doesn't be a horror film. It just turns into a war film with a Cloverfield monster in it. So, make your own shows. I stick mostly to comedy, spy comedy, that kind of shit.